got the provocation of Beijing without the deterrence of Beijing. That's why it's so important that this president, in a planned, deliberate speech with prepared remarks that are released in advance, makes clear that America will not tolerate Communist China going for the jugular in Taiwan and forcibly annexing it back into mainland China. That's the best way to avoid what no one wants, which is a war with China in the Western Pacific.
I can understand when the market's down. It's certainly not anything that the Chinese are taking lightly. We are making a statement to the Chinese. We're not going to let you do these flyovers anymore. And I think that the problem with that is that after we leave, after Nancy Pelosi leaves, does the market go back up and they start doing what they were doing before? So it's something to watch. I think the administration is trying to say, listen, we're not going to let what happened to Ukraine happen to Taiwan. In the meantime, we're going to come up with a backup system to be able to build chips here. So it's all of a piece. I wish it were presented more coherently by the administration, but I had Secretary Raimondo on yesterday, and she made it very clear that we have to divorce ourselves from Taiwan in terms of production of key semiconductors.
It's creating less anxiety than I would have expected, given the range of uncertainty. You know, China has a whole range of tools it can use if it chooses to, quote, retaliate for this provocation. And that includes economic and financial tools that impact both the supply and demand in the global economy. So this is highly uncertain. We are in an unprecedented world. And I think actually we should be proud of the way the market is dealing with this.
There are a number of non-military responses that China has in its toolkit. You guys will recall that China passed an anti-foreign sanctions law. So we should be prepared to see China use its economy, its market, as a way to push back on this trip. You know, the speaker is not in Taiwan alone. There are other members from Congress on this delegation. So we could see China looking at businesses in those districts and targeting those businesses for some sort of retaliation. So I think it's an important point that our viewers should be aware of, and they should be on the lookout for some sort of economic response to this as well.